Welcome to Two Poor Artists, where we can't cut the mustard when it comes to using old-timey idioms, but mostly we're all thumbs when it comes to making art. My name is Benj.
And my name is Isaac. And that's right, dear viewers, we are not the bee's knees when it comes to art. We are poor artists. Not monetarily. I mean, also that, but that's not the title of our channel.
I mean, until we have a hotel, we can always call ourselves
but calling ourselves two poor artists was just too much of a mouthful. We are poor at making art. We are not what you would call good at making art.
Right.
No one looks at our art and says anything good. Sometimes people look at it and they say, oh, that wasn't actually, as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's the biggest compliment I think I've ever gotten on the art.
Like you show your art to your mom and she's like, oh, that's not as bad as I expected.
She's like, oh dear, that's so wonderful. You've done such good work.
Yeah, but she doesn't say that. She says, I expected this to be worse.
Yeah, but that's what I hear. I hear my mother's half-handed compliment is like glowing reviews as a poor artist,
Right.
When it's basically, when you show your art to someone, I don't know about you, when I show my art to someone, I expect dry heaves.
Like I'm kind of I'm actually
a sickening feeling.
a bit disappointed when I show someone my art and they're like, hey, that's actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
And not in myself or my art. I'm disappointed in them.
I am
in their taste.
Yes. Like, I feel like, because originally I used to hand my art to somebody with one of those like barf bags from an airplane, with my art drawn on it too.
Right.
So they had no hope. And people started handing them back empty. Like, I was like, I don't understand.
Right.
We're not good. Like, what? And I think people are just too polite. They're too polite to us.
Yeah.
You all leave these...
Or their standards have just gotten so low.
Maybe they have. But here's the deal. Maybe they're actually starting to embrace our art. Because as poor as it is, it's also the only real art.
Right.
So there's like some weird roundabout respect. Like they're like, I know I want to vomit, but I know I shouldn't.
It's kind of like how
these noble gentlemen artists.
It's kind of like how you would rather have like a bad truth than a good lie.
Exactly.
That's our art.
Exactly that. Sure. But that, the point is, art comes in many forms. There is real art.
Right.
And then there's poor art. Two forms.
Yeah. But
also, what do you think about these people, Ben? You can be honest with the viewers and I, that say that the written...
What did you just do?
I tried to draw. The written... Oh.
I think you need to distract... I think you need to distract the people while I do some fixes.
Yes, no. Oh, what was I going to say? I wasn't going to draw anything. No. I was going to... If only you could see the way Ben's chair was so wonderfully rolling across the room. It was like he was marching in his chair. Try to picture that. Try to picture an army. You know how like they have those... like military parades in North Korea. Now imagine all of them in office chairs as they marched in unison. Benj could teach a lesson or two on that apparently. So it's quite wonderful. I think when you said distract, I actually just pointed out more what was happening.
Yeah, that's like the opposite of distracting.
It is the opposite of distracting. Point is, we now have this. The written word. Literally. The word being written.
Right.
What do you think of the people that say things like, written word is a form of art? Do you agree? Or are they wrong?
Well, here, let me take that. Let me take that tablet here real quick.
Yes, please.
I mean, the piece of paper and the ballpoint pen.
Just take the piece of paper and the ballpoint pen.
It depends on what you mean, right? Because
yeah.
You know the classic. If you write the word boy, and then you can just...
We've all seen this.
Give him...
glasses, because he's a nerdy boy.
Yeah, and then, of course, you got to give him a big old You know, like,
Why have we never done this on the
is
channel
this
before?
not like this? I think we did kind of do this.
Did
Yeah, I think we gave each other a word, but it's like so. This is written word and also art. So, like, is that like?
My favorite one was always when you take dog and turn that into art.
I also the other thing is, what else do you mean by written word? Because if it's written with a ballpoint pen on a blank white paper, then is it not art? Like, what's the difference of writing a word and drawing, as long as it's a ballpoint pen on white paper?
I guess that's kind of true, right?
Like, we write
Yeah, we
as
do.
part of our art.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true art unless it has name and age.
Yeah, that's true, right?
So words,
So words are art as long as they're written
Yeah.
with a ballpoint pen.
right, on white paper.
Realized I didn't really leave enough room for the rest of this dog.
Mhm.
So this is gonna be interesting.
What part of the dog is the D?
It's an ear, I think.
Oh, oh! Why is it a mouth? Oh, this is gonna be the worst. Oh, oh! What's happening? What?
I forget which parts become which down here. Because
This is so bad.
it's a dog, man.
It's not yet. Not yet. It's not.
But I'm finished.
You're finished.
It's a dog.
What is a D? Two D's next to
Those
it.
are its
And why are
ears.
the D's like the same direction?
Maybe here. Oh, they are the same direction. Well, you know, some dogs have a floppy ear and it's cute. Oh, I didn't mean for it to be the same direction.
But that's not even the worst thing about this. This, folks at home, this isn't the real drawing. These are what we're doing. These are-
Yeah.
it's more like a bunny than a dog.
It's like something out of a science lab. Like I'm getting Pinky in the Brain vibes from this dog.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so interesting.
head's been extra. Why are you putting this? Isn't art. Why are you putting your name?
No, but I
in
think
it?
that was the point, isn't it? It is a heart. It is.
Oh, are you 82?
It was not an 8. That'll go in our elderly gallery. You know, because our art's not going to get better as we age. You know, that's the thing they say about artists. You know, like they'll look at someone famous, like our great great grandfather Van Gogh,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, he got better, and then he died too young." You know, if only he'd lived longer. Imagine how much better he would have gotten.
Yeah, because you just assume regular progression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole like practice makes perfect thing.
Yeah,
I don't know how that works with art. It doesn't, as far as
No.
I've been able to ascertain. Practice makes things
practice just makes
worse.
you more likely to do what you practice. And
Yeah,
when we practice,
we don't practice
poorly,
anything good.
we
Uh-huh.
just are more likely to do poor. Well, so
been my experience.
shall we like get on to what we're actually going to do today?
I feel like they've seen some art, some words.
Oh, so
Do
you
we-
say we can just end the video?
Well, I mean, they are probably like, yes, my afternoon is. I get my afternoon back. My evening. They're like, what can we do? They're breaking out this Scrabble board. I'm assuming they're geriatric.
Our fans?
Our fans in the nursing home where this was played. I don't know. Do people play Scrabble that aren't 100? They're like, I remember when this word was invented. You know?
I thought it was funny when like they made like that Words with Friends, which was like digital version of Scrabble,
And everyone loved it.
and then they made the board
game version
of Words with Friends, which is just like it's
Scrabble.
just Scrabble.
Yeah,
Like
I
it
know.
already was the digital version of a game, and it was the same company that made Scrabble.
Yeah, well,
made the Words with Friends.
it's called rebranding because Scrabble, like I said, is only allowed to be played in nursing homes
Mm-hmm.
and on golf courses.
Who's playing it on a golf course?
It's like
Maybe
the
like in a country club.
yeah,
Like on the golf course.
next to golf courses.
Okay.
It's like what the women are doing while their husbands are out golfing.
Right. Yeah.
Unless they're one of those lady golfers.
I thought the women just like tanned next to the beach or
You only
next
get
to
so
the,
tan.
next.
When you're
I'm
of a-
assuming it's like a California country club
Yeah, well, I mean,
or a
probably.
Florida country club.
I think it's like in
Or
the
a-
Hamptons,
Yeah.
by the beach,
Right.
but also not. The point is, old. I was making a good transition unintentionally.
Oh.
Old people were there long ago when words were invented. If you ask your great grandparents, like, can you tell me when words were invented? Can you tell me about Noah and the Ark? What was it like when the Tower of Babel, was disbanded?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, let me tell you, it was, I was knee high to a grasshopper. And they start using all these weird sayings, like knee high to a grasshopper. And, and you're like, okay. And then you realize it wasn't actually your grandfather. It was just someone who wandered over at the park.
Right.
And you're trying to play Scrabble because you're also old. And you realize that your grandfather actually, he passed away like 150 years ago. He died young.
Such a strange.
This is what it feels like to be old, is what I'm trying to say. The point is, old people long ago, before the internet, had to invent idioms. Idioms, in case you don't know, are like figures of speech. They don't really mean what they say, like, we don't. What was the mustard one you said earlier? Can't cut the mustard.
Yeah.
This means you're bad at art.
Yeah.
But the point is, we're gonna draw idioms.
Right. But we're doing it a little bit more interesting. We're not just drawing the title idiom, which actually we could have done. No,
why don't we
I'm
just do
going to
that?
give Isaac an idiom, and Isaac's going to give me an idiom, and we have to draw it.
Oh yeah, I am. I already picked it.
Yeah.
And I don't know which.
We're hoping we didn't just like pick the same one.
That would be interesting though, but we're not. I think I'd have to repick.
I had to make sure mine wasn't like inappropriate before.
Are there inappropriate idioms?
Probably.
I mean, but old people came up with them. Old people don't say
You
inappropriate.
think old people didn't have inappropriate?
I think there was a time before inappropriate things.
I think you're probably wrong.
Like
about
in
that.
the Garden of Eden.
I mean, this one's not inappropriate, so.
Oh, that's nice. I would like to hear the idiom that I need to draw today, the figure of speech in which I will be inking.
This is the figure of speech in which you will be inking. Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
That can't possibly be. Like, suck eggs, I've heard. Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Yeah.
That is not the one I had for you. Mine is more normal. Do you want to tell me what this is supposed to mean? Or am I supposed to just... Because like most idioms, I feel like you've heard.
Yeah, I'll tell you
I've
what it
never
means.
heard this one because I'm a good boy.
So it means it's referring to a person who gives... So like teaching your grandma to suck eggs is referring to a person that is giving advice to another person in a subject in which the person they're talking to is already very familiar with.
It's like preaching to the choir.
Right, yeah, it's kind of like that. But it's like a warning, like don't do that. And it's more to one specific, like preaching to the choir is something you would say when it's like someone's telling you something and you're like, oh, you're preaching to the choir. Like this is used differently than that.
This is like, don't preach
this is like,
to the choir.
Yeah, this is like a warning.
I think I'm thankful that we have settled on just using the don't preach to the choir one.
Do you want to know why this saying came about?
I need to start picturing the image for this. It is don't make your grandma suck eggs.
No, it's don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Teach your grandma to suck eggs. Oh. That's okay. Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Yep. Do you want to know the origin of this?
I think I need to.
It seems like it came from 1707 by a Spanish author, where he says, you would have me teach my grandma to suck eggs.
Oh, okay. So he just was like out of his mind and said it one day. That's
So what it seems to come from is the fact that old people, as you are well aware, lose their teeth.
so
You know.
they'd have to eat a lot of eggs.
Yeah, so it was without their teeth, the easiest way for them to get protein was to put a hole in an egg and suck out the raw egg.
How long ago was this?
1707.
Oh, before cooking was invented, obviously.
So they would suck out
The egg.
the uncooked egg from the shell,
It's so gross.
and that's how they would get their protein. But it's like they did it all the time. Like they were masters of the eggs.
Yeah, well, I mean, because no one else is doing it, right?
Yeah. So it's like why would you teach your grandma to suck eggs? She's already the best there is at egg sucking.
This is such a strange idiom.
Yeah, I tried
But
to
how
find.
common was elderly people sucking on eggs that you could say this and everyone's like, yeah, grandma is pretty good at that.
She taught me how to do
She
it.
taught me just in case I get old one day. Grandma's like teaching classes on it on the weekend.
Like they're just like doing it all the time. Like you walk into the house and grandma's
It's like
sucking
where all
on an egg.
grandmas got their protein. It was just...
Yeah.
Give me mine is so much. I mean, I feel like I need to come up with a weirder one for you now.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, I tried to find the weirdest
You
one.
did
That was my goal.
succeed.
That was my goal.
Because we were having a hard time. Like we were looking up idioms, then we were like, trying to find idioms we hadn't heard of,
Yeah.
and it was really hard because we've heard of all of them.
Right.
Apparently, we don't even know why we've heard of all of them.
Yeah.
I blame old Looney Tunes cartoons because
Right,
they had
yeah.
a lot of like
That's true.
old timey figures of speech.
Like, but now this makes me curious because, like, I've heard, go suck an egg. Is it?
Is that like
related
go
to
be an
this
old
one?
go be an old person?
Yeah, like go lose all your.
Oh yeah,
teeth.
go look it up real quick.
Yeah.
While I think more about how to draw there.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up what it meant. To like what's the origin? Okay. So, according to this website, which is English Language and Usage
Seems
website,
like a pretty good.
it says "go suck an egg" is similarly used to like take a hike,
I
and
see.
it comes from the fact that sucking eggs was really easy. But let me read a little bit more.
I'm so confused by this whole egg thing. I eat them scrambled. Like that's it. Sometimes, some very rare times, not scrambled. I don't. But like, I'm learning so much about the elderly and their relationship with eggs. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. I also need to learn very quickly how to draw the thing that I want to draw. I'm trying to, you know how like normal people just picture things they want to draw in their head? I can't.
There's another saying apparently that is, he is as mean as a suck egg dog.
Okay, I found yours. I found
Or-
yours, man.
or-
We're switching over. I had one.
or mean enough to suck eggs.
How commonplace was sucking eggs that it made it into every corner of some generation's vocabulary? They're like, the elderly lost their teeth. What do we do? Give them eggs. Every old person, no matter where you saw them, had an egg. And I bet
If
a
it
suck
ain't-
egg dog was like a mean old dog, like the mean old grandpa who sits down at the park and plays chess while he's sucking on an egg.
If it ain't, I'm a suck egg mule.
Oh, I've heard that actually. I've heard that. Not a suck egg dog. Why have I heard that?
Or I'll be a suck egg mule.
Yeah, I've heard that, but that's like,
said in disgust.
again, I've heard that I feel like in Looney Tunes. Like Looney Tunes taught me all my idioms. You want your children to grow up knowing the English language and its strange idioms about eggs? Turn on some old Looney Tunes cartoons.
Apparently in 1960, you could say egg sucker, and that meant one who seeks advancement through flattery rather than work.
I see. That clears it up. All right, I have to start drawing for the sake of all the people at home.
Yep. Yes, you do.
Forgive what you were going to witness today.
I'm just trying to figure out the origin of.
Suck egg mule?
No, it still goes suck an egg.
I think it's just a mean thing to say.
Yeah, but why?
Because old people.
All the old people did it.
Yeah, nobody. Old people.
Apparently, just so much that.
Old people are interesting. I've drawn this maybe too big. We'll see. Oh.
Is that an egg?
It's not.
I would guess it's a snake.
You know, I'll take that. Because it's supposed to be. What do snakes have? They got noses. They got eyes, I think. What kind of eyes? I know everyone draws snakes with like creepy.
According to this, Ali Baba once said, "All good men suck eggs, but those who are wise hide the shells."
Because they're ashamed.
You're asking the wrong person for clarification. I'm just trying to. There's also an old saying.
How can you? I'm just curious. If you had to draw a young teenage snake, how would you depict that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Smaller, rounder features.
Yeah, so he's real big. Oh, this is him.
This one's the
Young whippersnapper.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it already has somewhat rounder features. I think that's fine.
Okay. Follow-up question: how do you draw his elderly grandmother?
It's got to be like in a rocking chair, wrinkly.
Okay. There's so many things in that. In a rocking chair?
Yeah. Aren't all old people always in a rocking chair?
Come on, man. That means I have to draw a rocking chair.
There's a old. Is this a? Oh, it's a chant, a solemn chant. Any boy at all, this is old timey words. Any boy at all take a dare, I'll suck eggs, and any boy at all suck eggs, I'll steal sheep.
Well, if that doesn't clear it up, I don't know what does.
That's one of those solemn chants, as they say. I don't understand why do people love egg or hate eggs? Love or hate?
I think it has to do with elderly people because people love and hate elderly people.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I gotta draw. I gotta keep drawing.
But like this says, the whole egg sucker, one who seeks advancements through flattery rather than work. Like that doesn't sound like an old person. Right? Like, they're like the opposite of that.
Come on, haven't you had an old person try to flatter you before? They're like,
No,
you're such a strong young man. I bet you could carry all my groceries in the blink of an eye. And you're like...
What situations have you been in?
My neighborhood has some strangely flirty old ladies. But then they just like, you bring in their groceries and it's like, I'm not giving you $5. You can get lost.
I'm not.
You can, what's the phrase? You can go suck an egg. And I'm like, why are all these old people always yelling at me about eggs? I just helped her bring in her eggs. And then you realize for the first time, you're like, man, she only had eggs. Like, I just brought in 14 cartons of eggs. And then you see her like smile at you and you think it's a smile as you're leaving and you realize she doesn't have any teeth, but she does have a straw in one hand, an egg in the other. And you're like, I don't know. She just said, don't suck an egg. Is she trying to illustrate that point? Because she's gonna suck an egg? And has that ever happened to you?
No,
Okay.
none of this. Not a regular thing.
Your neighborhood is boring. Is right. Okay.
So there's the noun suck egg, which could mean an animal that is reputed to suck eggs,
Gosh.
like a weasel
Oh, yes. Like,
or a cuckoo.
no.
It could be an avarice person.
An avarice person.
Yeah. Or it could mean a young fellow, a silly person.
Ah, yes. So
Oh,
silly.
look at that suck egg over there.
That's not a thing people say, is it?
It could have been. It could have been a silly person. Or that sucks eggs, which could be used to designate a dog regarded as the type of viciousness or worthlessness.
How do you depict a snake as old? I'm really struggling with this.
Well, that I don't see a wheelchair.
It was going to be a rocking chair, right?
Yeah,
But I'm not.
rocking
I
chair.
can't do that. Now it's just a sock puppet.
Yeah. Make it wrinkly.
I think I need to add like glasses.
Mm-hmm. Glasses, wrinkly, teeth falling out. Or overall,
At least she's happy.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
How do you draw glasses on a snake? Like, where's the? Goes up there, I guess.
This is like the worm from. Oh man, what is that? The thing with like the worm in an apple car.
Yeah, it's lowly worm from Richard Scarry.
Yeah.
I also thought of that. Maybe I'll give her an updo. Maybe the updo will cover this entire glasses
This
thing.
person on this website that I'm on says, all in all, these seem to add up to a sense of sucking eggs as a dishonest, contemptible, or foolish activity. I think it is
Obviously.
this, rather than confusion with the teacher grandmother
Okay.
phrase that gives rise to go suck an egg as a dismissive insult. So he doesn't think that the grandma thing has anything to do with the insult.
A happy coincidence that both of them have to do with eggs.
Yeah, I think people were just real obsessed with eggs for a good
Well, I mean,
while.
like they are nature's edible excrement.
Yep.
Look, she has an updo, and it covered up the other part of the glasses that made her look so odd. She got a nose, and she's got wrinkles. And what are those veins that old people get?
But I think what we've determined is that these phrases were used so long ago that we don't really know 100% why they came about.
I'm so glad we've come to that conclusion. Now,
Wow, that is not really wrinkles. That's like,
it's like those veins that old people have.
yeah,
Like,
or like just
varicose
weirdly placed
veins or
hair.
whatever they. Yeah, well, I don't. You try to draw an elderly snake sometime. No one's ever seen one.
Mm-hmm.
This snake's cool
Yeah,
looking now, though. I
wasn't the one that chose to draw an
okay.
elderly.
So this
It's not
is
like I
him.
told you.
He's teaching his grandma something.
Yeah, right.
How do snakes point to stuff? I don't know. We'll come back to that.
They could use their tongue.
How do snakes? Okay.
They can point to two things at once with their weirdly forked tongue.
That's an egg.
Mm-hmm.
How do we draw a snake sucking on it? I do knew. If I gave you an egg, could you suck on it?
You could draw.
And I could draw what
you
your
could
lips are doing?
draw a straw, and then it going into a snake's mouth.
Nope, that'd be too easy.
You could draw the mouth just over the egg. This is like a very Pac-Man snake. The nose hole is bigger than the eye hole.
Yeah, well.
Is that an egg in its mouth, or is that like?
Yeah.
I think this this teen
How do you-
snake isn't very good at drawing snakes.
Well, how do snakes pick up things? How does the snake? Because I want him like pointing at the whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
How do snakes point? They don't. His tail's already down here. Oh, I know. We'll just do.
Yeah,
The forked tongue.
the thing I said.
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
No, I didn't hear you.
but he asked me.
Now, this is clearly a snake teaching
Mm-hmm.
his grandma to suck eggs.
Right.
Ah.
And then the new fangled technique.
Don't do
Yeah,
this.
don't do
How do
this.
we depict that? Maybe. Okay, hang on. First, we gotta draw the snake like up on a podium. I suppose it's up on a podium.
It's not a
I
podium.
don't know. That's what teachers do. They stand at a
Just
podium.
stand on a podium.
Snakes stand on a podium. He was up higher. I needed an explanation
Like,
for that.
is it even a podium, or is it like a column? Like,
It's like a pillar. Maybe we'll just do. I'm gonna do just the simplest.
and that's a pretty small whiteboard. Is this Rumpelstiltskin?
Not only Rumpelstiltskin says dearie. So does the Snow White witch apple dearie. Rumpelstiltskin just like spin me some gold, dearie.
Mm-hmm.
There's also, well, maybe I shouldn't talk about it here.
But Rumpelstiltskin is the one that spun the gold, and he didn't ask other people to spin it.
Do you remember? Yeah, okay, that's true. I've spun some gold, dearie. Yeah. Do you remember our librarian growing up? The one who would say, dearie.
I do not.
Ah. Well, that was a cool story.
I mean, the librarian at elementary school.
Yeah, the elementary school we went to growing up.
My only memory of her is that when I went back, so I only went to the school
yeah.
in third grade, but when I went back, because Josh, who didn't go to the school, my younger brother, so this was like 11 years
Is that true,
later.
Josh? Yeah.
This was like 11 years later. He wanted to get a book at their book fair, and so we went there, and the librarian comes up to me, remembering me and who my teacher was, and was telling me what my teacher had been up to in the last 11 years.
Well, you probably looked like you wanted to know.
Yeah, but it's like, how does she even remember
Oh,
me?
dude, you were like 7 feet tall in third grade. Everyone knew you.
Who's remembering third grade kid from 11 years later?
I don't know. She
Like,
was
it's
a
not
weird
like I
one.
went to the library regularly.
She was weird. She would be like, dearie, have you come to check out a book?
She was like a witch.
Well, I mean, not really witch. I would more just describe her as eccentric.
I feel like I would
like-
have remembered her.
Like she used to have this long pointing stick, and she'd point at things in the library,
Mm-hmm.
and she'd she'd flick of a wrist, and she'd point at a book, and then you don't remember this woman at all?
No, like
She had like a big hat.
I didn't like go to the library.
It was like the
very
biggest
often.
hat. You have to remember the hat was pointy
Yeah.
and black. She had. You don't remember this woman at all.
No.
She'd be like, "Book, dearie, return your books like, on
With
time."
her big pointy black hat, her long stick.
It wasn't that long. Normal length. She never had a car. She always just walked to and
Mhm.
from the school.
Right. Well, so did we.
Yeah, but like, she was weird. And she'd use the word dearie. I mean, that's the biggest. The biggest indicator. Anyway,
Mhm.
what are we calling this drawing? Just idiom? I don't really leave any room.
or do you want to write out the whole
I do not.
thing? Yeah, I mean, people know which idiom you're talking about.
Yeah, this is such a common one that's still being used today by our old librarian.
It's just saying don't off to the side. Is that the librarian?
Yeah.
Hey, you're not
She always
82 this time.
Yeah, I'm 32. You don't remember this librarian at all. She would be like, she had she never brought food in the, like, her lunch was always like in a pail.
Mm-hmm.
Big black pail.
Right.
She'd stir it during class. Big spoon.
What class did you have?
Library class. We'd go in there and she'd be like, I want to read you a horror story. And she'd read us the end of Wizard of Oz every week.
Right.
You don't remember this woman at all?
No.
You remember? Okay, well, the point is she used the word dearie.
Right. Yeah. The only thing I remember is one time she gave me something real bitter to drink. Don't remember anything after that.
Yeah, right? She always had little glass vials.
Mm-hmm.
What'd she call those? Snacks? Yeah. She was great. Probably my favorite teacher. But, she always looked a little sickly. Like green around the gills, if you know what I mean.
That's another idiom.
It is. She would use that one. She'd never. She'd be like, "I'm feeling a bit green around the gills, dearie." She was a lovely woman. I heard she retired. I think you should draw now.
Okay.
You can reminisce more about
I should save your drawing, I guess.
Should you? Should you do that?
It's what we do.
Who do you think is shouting? Because there's two people shouting. One is clearly our old librarian. The other one's probably... I bet it's like his mom, her daughter. It was like, Grandma still got her teeth. She doesn't need to suck an egg. He's just like, I'm preparing. Don't tell me what to do, Mom. You don't get me at all.
What, so now this is like an emo snake?
Well, he's just a teenager. They're all emo-ish. Don't you remember your emo phase was like one afternoon? You combed your hair a little into one eye and that was it?
I didn't have any sort of emo phase.
It was very quick. I don't even know. It's like an emo afternoon. Not really a phase. It's more like a bad hair day. But everybody knows if you brush your hair in front of one eye, it affects the rest of your personality. You just get grumpier because you can't see.
I hate having my hair in front of my eyes.
I know. You made that very clear that one day in middle school. This is completely unrelated, but do you remember...
In middle school. Like, as if I, went to middle school.
I was just giving the people at home a time reference.
I mostly skipped middle school.
Yeah, but, that's not the point. The point is you had an emo afternoon. Do you remember when... Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Do you remember when Tommy went missing in 4th grade?
No, because I
but
was homeschooled in 4th grade.
People always blamed our librarian.
Like, why would I have heard about school drama?
He lived down the street. She lived in the forest by our neighborhood. He went into the forest one afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever saw him again. And then all the villagers, do you remember that? There was like a torch lighting ceremony at her house. Because they're like, where's Tommy? And she's like, get off my lawn. And they're like, go suck an egg.
Mm-hmm.
This part of the story might not be true. Everything else I said about her, perfectly accurate.
Yeah, I think that must have been parents of the kids at the school must have been involved.
After your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. I don't want her, coming after us unless she can give us a hotel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe she's a hotel tycoon now.
Yeah, it's always possible. Some librarians do real well for themselves.
Yep.
They open a whole hotel library.
Yeah.
Complete waste of time, honestly. Very flammable. Can't really get fire insurance on a building full of books. It's like, what did you have up against the walls that caught on fire? Oh, paper. And what was next to that paper? Another shelf of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that exactly what we're proposing? But it won't be books, it'll be art.
Art is notoriously flame retardant.
Oh, okay.
You've never heard of art being lost in a fire?
I think I may have heard such a thing.
Yeah, but like libraries burn down every day.
Right.
The great library of Alexander the Great.
Mm-hmm.
His library burned down because it was full of crispy old tomes.
Right.
Not ink-soaked pages. Maybe all the white will burn away and it'll just be the inky parts.
Hmm.
You know, because they're wet
Right.
with the ink.
Yeah, that's how that works.
It is. It'd be interesting. We could just slap it on a new piece of white canvas and be 3D art.
Keep a blank piece of paper under the other paper.
Yeah.
So that if that paper burns up, the ink will just fall.
It falls onto the other one.
Yeah.
Just slops down.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
So
what's the idiom you're gonna have me?
Oh yes, your idiom. Your idiom is one that people may have actually heard because I've heard it, and it doesn't involve sucking on any food.
How'd you find an idiom that doesn't have to do with sucking on eggs?
Yeah, I know.
All of the
Apparently,
idioms
every third idiom is actually about sucking on eggs. But mine is mind your P's and Q's.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Mind your P's and Q's. That's the idiom I have chosen.
Is this like a anti? What's the word I'm looking for? The not being able to read curse.
What? That's the one that misses
dyslexia.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, is this like an anti-dyslexia like statement?
No, it's. I mean, okay. So actually, you're surprisingly maybe on. So there's 3 theories about where mind your P's and Q's comes from because nobody's quite sure. Just in case. Okay, so let's back up for a second. Mind your P's and Q's means to be careful about your behavior or your manners or the details of something, right?
Okay.
Like mind your P's and Q's, people say it like with your manners a lot. I feel like that's the way I've always heard it, you know? And I always thought it was like, oh, P's and Q's, like your pleases and your thank yous. That's what I used to think growing up.
Wow.
But then I was like, but thank yous doesn't start with Q.
No, it doesn't.
You know, and then anyway, mind your P's and Q's means be careful about your behavior, your manners, basically watch yourself, right? Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Right.
Which is another idiom, but not an old-timey one.
Right.
So there's 3 different theories that are debated. You know, librarians get together at conventions and are like, it doesn't mean that.
Right.
And then our old librarian swoops in out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And someone's like, get a pail of water. And people are like, why? And anyway, the first theory is the printing press theory. So early printers set type by hand, like they put all the letters in there, right? And the lowercase p and the lowercase q looked very similar, since they're mirror images.
Yeah, that is.
So you had to be careful not to mix up the p's and the q's, you know, because you had illiterate peasants doing your printing presses. There's also the tavern theory. In old English pubs, bartenders kept track of drinks by marking whether they ordered a pint or a quart on a chalkboard. You know,
right? Yeah.
So mind your P's and Q's might have meant watch, you know, like how much you're drinking. You know.
Yeah.
There's also the
could be.
Yeah, the French etiquette theory. This is the one I tend to not understand at all. It may have come from French teachers telling children to mind their pieds or their feet and their quays or cuquez or something, which is their wigs or their ponytails.
Oh, okay.
So don't get your
if
feet.
you were gonna say like feet and hands, then I'd be like, oh, maybe that is it.
No, it's your feet and your ponytails.
Yeah, that's
So like behave properly.
yeah,
You know,
because
like
everyone's messing around with their
so,
ponytails and feet.
I don't really know what French school is like,
I
but
like the
apparently
first one because that's, because like that's common. Like the other day, I was trying to write the word, squid, and this was on a piece of art.
of course.
So I have this like in my house, where I did not write the word squid. I wrote the word squib.
Squib. Yeah, you didn't mind your.
I didn't mind my P's and B's and Q's
and
D's.
D's. This is a whole different level of
Because
bad.
they're the same. They're the same.
They're mirrors.
And then you have nines thrown in there.
Let's not even bring numbers into this, man. Don't even get me started on the
And
sixes.
then sixes. Like, which like
not
you got B's and sixes and D's and Q's and nines and
no.
G's.
Please,
like
take it off the
it's
screen.
too-
I can't.
They're like, and then S's and Z's.
Like
Like
fives
just
and
trying-
twos
Yeah, twos,
and fives.
fives, and then trying to remember which way the L goes.
Yeah, there was just like a sadist involved in the English language and numbering system. Apparently,
yeah, it's
terrible.
tragedy.
Quite terrible. But the point is, you have to mind your P's and Q's.
Yes,
That's what you have to draw.
and and this is the person saying to mind your P's and Q's.
Mind your P's and Q's.
Not don't mind.
Mind your P's. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a command.
Okay, I got this.
Do you though?
Yeah, this is easy. Easy peasy.
We're not doing E's and Z's. We're doing P's and Q's.
Easy.
And you're already messing up if you're doing E's and Z's.
What?
You're saying EZ, and I'm saying P and Q.
Yeah. Easy.
No one gets their E's and Z's mixed up. No one.
You haven't.
Not
met,
even.
You haven't met Mess Up Bob.
Oh gosh. What's up, Bob? Eh? Good old. Is it like Build It Bob's nemesis? Doesn't even have a proper top hat or top hat. It's right. Hard hat. Like the stripes are falling off. Mind your P's and Q's.
Mm-hmm. That's what this guy.
French school children.
That's what this guy is going to be doing.
Is it?
Yeah.
What I find fascinating about this is that it has three completely different possible origins,
Right.
and no one knows. You know, like they're not even close to each other. Typing presses, pubs, and French schools. Like, no, we can't narrow it down more than that. What the heck? Who's got an arm coming out of their chin, like, or a cheek, or like? It's so gross. Come on. That's not a shoulder. Do not tell me that's his shoulder. That is part of the face.
No, this is like he's related to the.
What's his name again? Mess Up Bob? Because his face is just an arm is so messed up. There's a lot of unfortunate things that people have in this world. This has never been seen. No one. God, it's like a mandible. Like he's like a Spider-Man. He's like an ant. It's just, it can't possibly be an arm, can it? It's just like there's a boomerang flying at him. Can we just maybe that's what you go with? Please. Anything but that's an arm.
It's so clearly.
It's just
an
a
arm.
boomerang flying in the foreground. Please. Please let that be a boomerang or something else. Don't add a hand. It'll be too late then. It's so weird.
He's one of those people in my
No,
world.
this is not one of those people. This is not a person.
Remember the judge?
This is like an insect.
The judge I drew that one time?
This is like that guy in
And the other person in the.
This is like that guy in Men in Black who was like a giant bug shoved into like the skin of a human.
Mm-hmm.
Cannot. deal with this.
Why can't you deal with it?
It's like, it's so weird. Imagine him trying to talk. He gets talking and his arms just start flapping around because his jaw moves his arms.
Mm-hmm.
If he goes to catch something, it pulls his mouth. Like, if he goes to move his arms, it pulls his mouth open.
Right?
No, it's not. Mind your P's and Q's. Mess up Bob says.
I don't understand why you have problems with this guy.
Why don't you?
He's practically a normal guy.
Yeah, but like, practically normal. Like, he's normal in every way except he's got an arm coming out of his cheek.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big, stipulation to normal. I'm normal except for this arm that's coming out of my cheek. It's like, what the heck?
I think you're mostly just jealous.
I have never felt less jealous of a man. He also works in a coal mine. There's really not much to envy here.
It's not a coal mine.
What kind of a mine is it then? A P and Q mine?
Yeah, exactly.
What does that mean? An alphabet mine where we get the letters from? There's an idea, actually, for a book. We should write a book about the alphabet miners. First one will be called Alphabet Miners. And you'll think it'll be about, like, a children's book about the alphabet, because alphabet and miners as in young people. But no, it's a harsh, Hunger Games-esque dystopian future.
Mm-hmm.
Where you finally learn that all the letters and all the books and all the signs and all the postcards come from workers trapped underground from the 13 districts. That part's directly stolen from Hunger Games.
Yeah.
That's the only part.
Yeah.
It's just an unlucky number. Is this where alphabet soup comes from?
I think this is where the letters come from.
For alphabet soup?
No, alphabet soup is a false mimicry.
Oh, okay. These are like pure, unadulterated letters.
See, and little peas are the same as big peas, but smaller.
Very good, Benj.
Whereas like big Q's are completely different than little Q's. Like imagine, right, that you're mining and there's a 3D object. Like, is this just a backwards P in the 3D realm? Like, you just flip it around? Or is it a Q?
I don't know.
There's
Depends
no
on how it's
difference.
mined, right?
Yeah, like when you pull this out, like
that
and you hand it to someone,
Is like that a big...
is it just a P or is it a Q?
The Q is actually... The uppercase Q, is it just a really big lowercase a? Or is it a Q? You know?
Yeah, like how are you supposed to know when there's like different sizes and things are different? Like this is an unfortunate situation, I'd say.
I would say they probably have to take the letters out of the cave and bring them up to the surface, and then they're presented before the alphabet council for inspection. Who's the bad guy in this world? Probably Mrs. Lingston, the librarian lady.
Could be. Or
Mrs.
maybe there's some like whole battle between like numbers and letter
Now
miners.
you're just getting into the book, The Phantom Toll Booth.
Like there's there's miners and some people mine letters and some people mine numbers.
Oh, and they like hate each other.
Yeah. So it's like it's not that there's a villain. It's just there's a dispute.
Can we have there be a scary librarian lady who
Well, of course.
that uses the word dearie?
I mean,
She offers alphabet
any
people.
book.
She offers alphabet people numbers and number people letters.
Mm-hmm.
It's creepy.
Yeah, and I think like he has just like cracked this, P or
letter.
Q, potentially. And how his boss is yelling at him.
Mind your P's and Q's. But he says it with a crazy prospector accent, which I do not possess, so I won't try.
Mm-hmm. Need to make that a little bit longer.
This makes me want to practice a prospector accent in my spare time. Mind your PB&J. What is that? Is that a Q?
Yeah.
Why'd you draw it so tall? It's a 9 now. Like,
9s and Qs are the same?
dude, below the line. Below the line. Unless that's a lowercase p also. But it's as tall as the ampersand. Ampersand? Ampersand?
Mm-hmm.
It's as tall as the and symbol. What do you call that thing?
Yeah, the ampersand.
Ampersand?
Yeah.
It has the word and in it?
Yeah.
Did we just shorten that to and at some point?
I think so.
That can't be right. Or did we make it longer when we made it a symbol? We're like, if we're making the word shorter into a symbol, we got to make the word for it longer.
I think they made it longer when they made it a symbol.
That seems
because
counterproductive.
It's like a guy's and.
Ampers?
Yeah,
He was the dude? There's no way that's... Hang on. We've been looking up old-timey idioms. Now we got to look up old-timey and symbols.
I like this guy.
Do you? I feel like if you don't look too closely at the mandible arm coming out of his cheek, he's not that bad, but...
Like, he makes mistakes. He's mess up Bob.
I can't look at him in the cheek.
It's just like... It's a
Okay.
side view. He's just shrugging real
no.
intensely. Look at me from the side.
Yes, I can clearly see your cheek, and your shoulder is so much in a different spot. But I mean, it's a little close. Okay. The symbol comes from the Latin word et, which means and. If you look closely, you can actually see the E and the T smushed together.
I disagree.
That's the way anybody draws it. In many handwritten versions, you can see that apparently. Over the centuries, scribes writing quickly, et became stylized into the curvy symbol we know today. Oh, it must be a woman. Curvy.
Yeah.
For centuries, school children learning the alphabet in English would recite X, Y, Z, and per se and. Per se in Latin by itself, so they were literally saying Z and by itself and. Over time, kids rattled it off so fast that per se and slurred into ampersand. Not a dude's name. They would say X, Y, and Z. And they wouldn't say and Z, they would say X, Y, and per se Z. And per se and Z.
Is what you're reading?
And per se.
Where are you getting this information from? What's your source?
From ChatGTP. It's got to be. So they would say and per se, or and per se and Z.
Mm-hmm.
So and per se and slurred into ampersand. And per se and ampersand.
What I heard was on like a keyboard or typewriter or something, they wanted to reduce the number, like they basically wanted to have a key to make it faster.
Yeah.
So a guy named Amper
the symbol,
made a symbol.
So the symbol
right
was the et from Latin put together, the E and the T. But then its name, ampersand, it didn't get the name until way later.
Mm-hmm.
When school children sang the alphabet would say X, Y, and per se and Z.
Yeah, I don't know if I trust that.
I mean,
I heard mine in a college class, and you're just looking at. I mean, like mine might not be true either.
You're gonna trust college over
our
ChatGTP overlords? It's literally the English and per se and squished together into one word in the 18th century. And per se and.
Okay.
became ampersand, and the symbol they chose to write for it is a Latin E and a Latin T smushed together.
Hmm.
Now I'm looking at it on Wikipedia, the other most trusted source.
Yep. You've done ChatGPT. You've done Google's
Here's
AI.
here's a beautiful picture we
now.
can put for the people on the screen at this point, that we can show the progression of the symbol from ET over the years. It used to be an extraterrestrial, and now it's just the ampersand symbol.
That's such a leap.
Yeah, well,
It went from literally ET, and then it randomly was like a Chinese symbol.
well, it's called Latin. It's not Chinese. You can't say that. It's all
No, the one
Greek to me.
The one before.
That's an idiom, by the way. It's all Greek.
The one before the ampersand on
The
that.
point is, your dude shouldn't have an arm coming out of his cheek. That's not okay.
He's just shrugging.
I don't think you
While
can.
he's
If you
throwing
shrug
his
that hard that
pickaxe.
your arm pops off and reattaches itself to your cheek, you gotta go to the doctor and be like, I don't know if I'm human, but I don't think.
He just mess
I
up
don't think
Bob.
I am.
He'll go there and they'll be like, "Oh, it's mess up Bob again."
Yeah, and then they'll be like, "What the
What
heck,
did you-
Mess up Bob? Your body is rearranging itself."
What did you mess up this time?
He's like,
Bob?
"Oh, I didn't mind my P's and Q's, and I accidentally got my arm attached to my cheek." Again.
And they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, that's the usual then."
Yeah. No. No. This drawing is so normal until you look closely at the face. So there's like his boss in the background. Both of our idioms are just like mean bosses shouting stuff at someone.
Mm-hmm.
My angsty snake's mom and your miner's, whatever you call the boss of a miner. He's
Is it a foreman?
senior
Or is it-
miner.
Or is it something else?
He's like a prospector. That's a rank in the mining world. You've been doing it so long, you're just a prospector now.
Yep.
He's just a crazy old prospector. He's golden toothed and he's panning for gold in the cave.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yep.
That's, you didn't know that about prospectors or the word ampersand.
Right. I didn't.
You didn't.
I thought I knew the origin of ampersand,
Yeah.
and I apparently
Silly
didn't.
you listening to your college professors.
Yeah.
They didn't have ChatGPT to ask.
No.
The point is, we're sorry for what we've done to these idioms. If our old librarian's watching, we're really sorry, and we'd like to apologize to you especially. And if you could
I have nothing to apologize for.
no, Benj apologizes too. He didn't want to be turned into a newt. No,
It might be
no,
cool to
no,
be a
you-
dude. Like,
you
it
say
sounds
that-
like get better.
You say that until Patricia says she's going to the bathroom, but really she's going to the library, and she's touching the books in the library with her sticky fingers from lunch because you know she had kettle corn, and then she gets caught by the library and she's stirring her kettle cauldron lunch pail. And she's like, "Oh, the missing ingredient, dearie." And then you never see Patricia again. And everyone says that Patricia's family moved to Kansas. But you're like, no one
how'd
moves
you-
to Kansas.
But how'd you know any of that happened?
I was watching from the corner. And then I got a look
Wait, of the library?
of the library. I had
So
permission
you-
to be in the
so
library,
but
and
you
I washed
knew-
my hands because I knew the library rules.
So, but you knew that she said she went to the like. Were you just following Patricia around?
Me and Patricia were friends. Okay, I don't want to say any more than that. Patricia she's not. I saw things like Patricia. You know how every elementary library has like that library office where the librarian keeps her cauldron.
Right.
You know,
Yeah. I mean, I only know of the one.
that's the only one you ever saw. Was hers.
Right.
We never saw Patricia again.
But I'm assuming it's a regular thing.
Yeah, right? All I'm saying is we're sorry. Because all librarians care about poor Art,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And we talked about her. I've revealed all her secrets now in my apology. Probably not all of them.
I still have nothing to apologize for.
There's a reason the town lit up their pitchforks and torches. Mostly the torches, actually.
Yep.
You
Well,
weren't
I
there.
wasn't
You got
there.
out in
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Probably because your parents heard about Patricia and the rumors. They're like, we love our boy. He's not going to that school anymore. And my mom's like, toughen him up. My mom had a really deep voice when I was in fourth grade.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was like, yeah. I'm not unconvinced that their voice switching had something to do with our library.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for all the 4th grade.
Yeah, it was complicated. Come to think of it, their voices went back the day she was driven out of town.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Never made that connection until now. But I think I've learned 2 things today, and that's that I should mind my P's and Q's, and I shouldn't teach my grandma to suck an egg.
Right? I think everyone can learn those lessons.
Yes, that's why we keep using them so commonly in our language today.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any fun idioms you want us to draw, throw them in the comments, and that might happen. But the odds of you still listening to this video at this point,
we've looked at the statistics. It's one, maybe 2 of you.
Thanks for being here.
Yes, all 2 of you.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
As always, we're surprised you made it this far into our video.
There's no way we could possibly ask you to subscribe to this atrocity, so we won't.
We would say share it with your friends, but it's probably better for wasting your enemy's time.
We're probably not going to get any better, but we will keep drawing.
See you next time.